This is day 1496 of Arukh HaShulchan. Today we are doing Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. They were doing Yerodei Siman Reish Pevav Siman Mavdem Tes. Memav Kasutov Sharach Sifu Tas Aruba Shem Bayis Aliyah. You have an opening like a skylight between the house and the second floor of Oimel. You go up a stool and you go up on a ladder. It can be stairs too, obviously. But inside of Wulam Slek and Mechitzas, and around the ladder, you make a enclosure of walls. Plain Lamata Barag assume something below at the bottom of the ladder. Plain Lamala something at the top rosh at the top of the ladder. V'yesh but Tzuras Pesach. It's got to have a Tzuras Pesach, and this is a vertical Tzuras Pesach, not a horizontal one. See momentarily. Malka Mishhosa, the place where they make those walls. Chaim Mezuzah is required to have mezuzah. Most of the Malak Galamata, both made on hot and both made on top of the bottom. They're both chai b'shtein. They're both chai b'mezuzah. From Shal Kosel Losh Ram brought in brief. Pesach Kodesh Shemin Bayis Aliyah, a small opening between the house and the second floor. Chai mezuzah has some mezuzah kanashon. Ve'ichluk ben shoin aliyah derech haruba. Doesn't matter if you go up to the second floor through an opening shubem tzarek, which is the middle of the roof. Moshe Aminik was on Shas as the custom time the Gemara. Osha Amaliyah b'tzar koisel, or you go up on the side near the walk. Moshe Nagu was manaseh as the custom day. Im rakish cheder saviv b'mzulus mashkov. There's a stairway room with doorpost and lintel, b'tikra and a ceiling about pesach of asar tefachim b'chav arba, and the opening is 10 tefachim high and 4 tefachim wide. But Pesach on the but the opening, the trapdoor to which you go onto the roof, to the attic. So again, go up on the attic, and the door is horizontal on the ground. The trap door, but the mezuzah is exempt from mezuzah. Also cellars. Same principle. Kamoshi's Barbasim Reish Bizan is going to see next Simon. The Delis HaSholcheves. And when it's a Pesach, a door which is lying down and fills the opening. It's a Pesach Shaliyav Cheves Mezuzah. It's not an opening which requires a Mezuzah. Membase, Isak Marasham says in the Gemara there, Pesach Shachore Adelis, opening which is behind the door. Miesham Tefach Tzarech Mezuzah Cheves, but it's separated by a Tefach from the main door. It requires another Mezuzah. Nim Lam, and if not, Isak Mezuzah Cheves does require another Mezuzah. Rashi appears Sham B'Torchu Bo. Rashi gives an interpretation there. Torchu Bo Farshim Harbe Avina Kavana Farshim. So long as I try to understand what Rashi is saying. See the brackets here say the Bach and the Drisha and the Taz and the Shach. I think this is what he means. There are 2 openings on a corner. Zeh next to each other. One on the south wall next to the north, one on the north wall, next to the west. And on the northwest corner, the west north corner, made a mood. There's the pillar, and that is the doorpost for both of them. On the west side, it's to the right of the opening. And on the north side, it's to the left of the opening. But there's another room to the north, because it's there beyond this wall. But in a manner that the person who's going from the north into the room, that is the pillar is going to be to the right of his entryway, obviously. If he said according to this, according to this, both of these doors require two doorposts. Hashem Bamudze, they will both use this pillar. Vizu be on the northwest side on this one. Vizu side cell phone and north side on this line. The openings of the doors come on. There are two doors to these openings. When you open one door, have a Pesach, then the other door is the other opening is behind the door. That's it says over tefach, if the doorway has the thickness if the pillar has the thickness of a tefach, it's like 2 openings. So mezuzah requires 2 mezuzah. If it's not a thickness of a tefach, mezuzah achas ulakan, one mezuzah will suffice of both. Avra bechad ena kavua b'chal pesach, even though one of them is not going to be in the cavity of the opening. Listen, but it's not practical much because of a tour. But sim reish betes like tour right reish betes. Rambam but tzasi didn't say. I did not find this halacha in the Rambam. Memgil because to be right mikan. From here it seems also b'sarim she'en chalukim doorways which are divided up. V'amud miyamitz, and there's a pillar in the middle. Dai mezuzah achas enough to have one mezuzah. Afilim yesh b'ovi amud tefach, even if the pillar has a thing that's tefach. The lo chai b'shtayim, does not require two mezuzahs ela kshe'echad l'tzavan, unless one is on the north, elamar, one in the west. Avoshem salim baruch achas, both the same side, same direction. Afilim yesh tefach, even though there's a gap of a tefach, of a pillar between the two of them, a post. Chosha kol pesach, let's talk to what opening Arukh HaShulchan. To me, I'm astonished. Let me look view of Shulchan Aruch. Didn't say why he brings the Shulchan Aruch. Rabbeinu Beisayis Beisayis Go Liskim is Ayin Sham. He said agrees with this. Mendav v'nei Rabbeinu Beisayis Sim Chavak Kosa Pesach Ech V'Chol Bel B'Nosayim. Beisayis you have one opening and it was divided with a pillar in the middle. Kol Sheyesh Heker Tzir B'Zeh B'Zeh L'Tzar Amud. Anytime there's a hinge, which is recognizable next to the pillar, ray on each side of the pillar. Ray hinge shaped like two openings, certain mezuzah pass, you know, a mezuzah of each one. Avakosh ain't seen let's move. There are no hinges next to the pillar. Ain't amu mechakol shnaim. The pillar is not divided in two. It's only decorative. I go show them. V'mitchuvas a rashba. Seems to be arguing the tour. Seems to say it's always one opening. It's not true. The Gamma Tur Lo Amar El Kshenek, it's only if they don't each one have their own hinges. Avol Kshe Shekatzir, when there is with our hinges, Moida Tur to concede the point. Besides the shop, Mashlokos Din Tur. So according to this, makes sense why he did not write. Question makes sense. We're not right. The din of the shul is not bringing the din of the tour. Came because the Yishal Rashba, since you want the Alach of the Rashba, man, the Chal the Yishal Torah includes the Alach of the tour. Bragg says, "Can you really buy B'Siv above? Look at the next sif, which we're about to see. Man may come is bar all of that, which we've explained. Ukshishneim Psachim Niftachim Ke'echos, when the two openings open as one. Because then Niftach Zeif, that when one opens, the other opens. Psachim Bifnei Atzon, their openings unto themselves. Kamashkim Lasos B'Shar Chatzeros, like you're making gates to a courtyard. Shar Katan, shkoin portal. It's a Shar Gosh shkoin toyer. Make small gate next to big gate. Shigame Pesach B'Nei, so each one is completely separate. If it doesn't have the garment, it's completely separate from the big one. So Shem is required to mezuzahs. That's the Taz, and it's clear from the Torah. That's the widespread practice. It's got to be at least a tefach between those two doorways, the two doors. Look, if not, I feel heck, it's still a mahani. Even if you have separate hinges, it won't do any good. I feel like Shane it's not going to separate. They're not going to be separate, distinct. I feel like Shane even which one is independent. I feel like because even in two different directions, do different west, north, etc. Like we said in these barbecue man base already learned the best of echad is one opening. Koshkem Baruch Ach certainly be on the same side. But you should know. Yesh Osam Shem Shem Son Niftach Dels Katan. There are certain gates in which there's a small door in the middle. Or may it's on the side, but they got cut upon a mezuzah. The small door, I guess, in the middle of the large door. So except for mezuzah, there ain't no cloud pesach in the atzmo. It's not all an opening by itself. It's like a hole in the gate. Memvav, East Risham and the Yuma. So Risham and the Perak Av, Chudas Hamulim Chayab b'mezuzah. The mole of the circumcised has a mezuzah. There's no understanding what that means. Yesh appears some explain chudos beglos, a hole which is made by moles in the hills. That's Karmneda. Yesh appears cheder shemoalim matzim shalom chneamila. Moshe says the room in which the moalim keep the tools to make bris milah. French book about the both of what they wrote is astonishing. Linear, it seems to me that so it grows choltas hamulim, but tes choltas hamulim. Choltas Yerushalmi ofeh. Okay, the Yerushalmi cholta is a baker. He's a Perek the Shvius, like it says in Perek Zayin Shvius. Rabbi Loav Amfaki Lil Chalturaya. Rabbi Loav commanded those bakers lo tavi mechashin agrichora mishcha al chitaya. Don't reckon your wages on oil, but rather on grain. He commanded the bakers who are baking bread with oil. They shouldn't recognize their wages on the oil. Because shmita. But rather the grain. And chutar is a baker. But cholet chutas so the chutas is the room shematzniya shama gecholim, where he keeps the coals. Umulim meloshin gecholim, And Mulim is language of coals. Kisa Parak Ein Ma'amidim. Like it says in Parak Ein Ma'amidim. Leise Kuyas Kule. Bring the kidneys on there, Malala de Nura, and put it on the Malala of the fire. Perish Rashi. I'll get cholim on coals. I jump. So what's chut the mean? Come on, chedesh of inosim ba get cholim. The room in which the bakers put their coals, even though it's not used it's not used in any other use, chayim mezuzah. That's the mezuzah. Okay? Yes, when we said kol chedesh mashim bo ez davar. This is introduced to anyone which you keep something. Even though it's not significant. And you don't go there for any other purpose. Chayim mezuzah. It's required to have mezuzah. Mem zayin. Odi Yisrael also says there chalon shu arba, a window which is 4 by 4 tvachim. V'avadim yoshim sham, and avodim slaves sit in these windows. And they fan their masters, and because he says yoshim sham, they sit there. Mifim b'mnafa, and they fan with a fan. Al nehem on their masters. Yoshim b'cheder makara, who's sitting in the cool room. Vavilam ruach, bring them their wind. Breeze. Chayim mezuzah after mezuzah sham. Ain't a movement. That's kind of understood. Shebachalon chalon mezuzah. What kind of chalon chayim mezuzah? What kind of obligation did have a mezuzah in a window? Being no matter, we're going to say the Pesach, that it's going to say it's opening. Chalon dafka, not specifically window. Halomar starts like we're going to still be 10 fucking line, not 4. So what's it mean? The cheder has a loyal b'shum tashmish. This one had no purpose. And people didn't go there. The only thing was, it was a room for the Avodim to sit there in the windows and fan their masters. Now, let's open, get into that room, into the fan room. It has to have mezuzah. The Gam Zemekitashi. Then there's also called usage for the room. Imu arba, it's 4 by 4 square. Almost Malkam Chashav, the only place where yeshiva where people can sit. But Damila Dina Koyim said the same halacha of the Chultas Hamulim, or Chultas Hamulim. Mem Ches. V'Omer Chazam Nochas Chazasem Mesaz Nochas Adar. Putting up somebody's at an inn, a motel. Putting this is except from Zuzah Dias Araya. It's a temporary dwelling. Lifnei Orech, where for the guest. She'ena Omed Shom Raga Eza Yom. He's only there for a few days. Achim Yoshi Shom Shloshim is there for 30 days. Chaim Zuzah is required. And Zuzah Davi it's like permanent abode. Veneer Li seems to be the Zelk Shabbat Pundaku Akum. That's in the owner of the abode is a non-Jew. Our Yisrael, the owner is a Jew. The owner has to make mezuzahs in the rooms of the guests. So basically, it's his house for guests. No difference in an inn which in Eretz or Chutzarts, as opposed to the difference which we'll have in terms of rental, in terms of leases. We'll see in the next sif. Chaim does immediately by the owner, who's a Jew. Memtes Odi Sasham has socher bais. It says there's somebody who rents a house. I feel Yisrael even from another Jew. Pratim mezuzah there from mezuzah, exempt from mezuzah. Kol shlosh miyom the entire for 30 days. Sheikh Radai Dia. It's now called Shem Dira. Bamedvar more in Chutzos when that true in Chutzos. I bet Yisrael. That's so Chai Baseiche. The tenant is liable miyad with the mezuzah. This is a special account on account of selling land of Israel. So he should be loath, really lazy, but loath to leave the place. And then you want to leave the place because you have to leave the mezuzah behind. Don't have incentive to remain, as we shall see in some Rav. Ein chiluk ben sorchem yisrael sorchem yakov. The difference if he's renting from a Jew or non-Jew. If you can rent it for more than 3 days, it's chayes mezuzah. The one thing the shul bias is true also about barn house. Soicher is like a renter. B'chol barn, everything we explain. V'nira bar, it's clear there's actually his bar lamed yom. Potter that for 30 days. Exam so he rented for less than 30 days. Or stam rented generically. If he's rented it for 30 days, chay miyad. He's chayv immediately. The schirus, in other words, he knows he's staying there for 30 days. He's chayv immediately. This is not the way. I don't think we do this. We pass this way in halacha. So yom mikor, because schirus for a day is a sale. The count of one of several things. A bachas in lam mikor la arai. I think a lot of people wait till day 30 to put the mezuzah. I don't. You're not supposed to, but I think people do, because then they're in the misimpression that they're not chayiv mezuzah immediately, because they're not chayiv till they're there for 30 days. But he says no. He says when he rent, I was circle yom. If you rent it for 30 days or more, pshita the miyad chayiv. You have to put it up immediately. Brackets, it says the chenim mashach sif kon kov cheschin kosar chavestas derech chaim v'isi mishisigal zeh teisher shatosim nachasham zeh rabbanai and shab. I saw some you tiny on this. To me, honey, I'm astonished. The ma bekach. Okay, so what's rabbanai? Rabbanai chaim miyad rabbanai. So chaim rabbanai chaim miyad pasha. That's why it's been a custom in l'shanos. It should not deviate. Pasha lam yod tzarich lios utzufin. Has to be 30 straight days. Location stop is that now like somebody who's not clear about that. That's in the Birkei Yosef, and that's it for today.